All right, it did it again. This stupid fucking camera. Again, it's like twice in a row. It did that yesterday. While I was recording, I put on pause, and then when I started up again, it says error unknown. And now it's the same thing again. I was just making a... Jesus Christ! I'm not gonna repeat myself. I'll download both videos. Stupid idiotic things. Seriously. Man, this is where society's heading. People are making like programs and computers, and they're making it so full of problems. They're not learning their job properly, that they're fucking things up, and the programs or application, they have to be remade every fucking week. I'm telling you, YouTube and Yahoo, if I don't update my application every freaking week, every goddamn week, Yahoo Mail, I have to uninstall it and I have to reinstall it, and then YouTube has to be updated every week. Jesus Christ, why does an application has to be redone so many times? So many times. Why? I remember when applications were made by Symbian on Nokia phone. Seriously, I had an application on one of my Nokia phone. I had it since the start, from the old monochrome phone until my last smartphone from Nokia. I had this application on every one of them, and it worked just fine. Oh God, seriously, like the level of stupidity from people making these things just flabbergasted. It just amazed me. It's flabbergasting. How many times you have to make an application? Why so many updates? My phone didn't change from the last 2 years. Why do I need an update? It's ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous. And then I cannot call Sony because Sony has technical service, but when they want to work, not 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, just when they feel like it. My wife called one time. It took her an hour to talk to someone. She was on hold for an hour until she could talk to someone. And then when she finally talked to someone, it was like someone from another country that she could barely understand the English. If you have a problem with your phone, just write it in the comments. It's ridiculous. Just pisses me off. I like popcorns, but it just gets down into your teeth. I was on my way to losing weight, but yesterday, I don't know. Yesterday I was just hungry all day. A lot of people were asking me on private messages, what would I do if I managed to time travel first? First thing I do is go cheat at the lottery. That is the first thing I do. Then I will focus on far distance ahead time travel. See how easily it can be done. See what future medical technology will exist in the future. That's creative nonetheless. The guy used parts from an old bed to make his siding on his truck. You know when you have the truck bed and then you have to put something on the side so the stuff doesn't fall over? The guy used old parts from a bed. That's pretty interesting. This whole situation of having to depend on someone else for a paint that is owned, that I am is owed to me, it's really annoying. Like each time that the lady boss over there, I have to be like super nice to her all the time just to make sure I get a pay, and I had to write my hours. And then, like the day that I told her that I enjoy myself, oh my god, everything changed. She wasn't the same anymore. She was a completely different person. It's like I committed a crime or something. It's like, oh, I got back from work that day that I injured my shoulder, and I go to her desk and I told her that I injured my shoulder. I don't know what that is, what it is, but I explained to her what happened. And then she asked me if there was a witness. So I told her, yes, there was a guy named Maxim. He was assisting me, and at that moment, specifically, he wasn't exactly there, but he saw that I dropped a chair on the ground. So she tried to reach him in vain. Because like the guy shortly after, his shift changed. He wasn't working daytime anymore. I went there personally. I took my time and my gas to go there personally and try to find the guy and ask him to explain what happened, and he just wasn't there. And then like since then, it's like her trust in me, it's like completely gone. She thinks I'm faking it. And like I said in my video yesterday, my boss had to do my job last week. He barely did one day and he injured his shoulder in the exact same place I did. Except it wasn't so bad as I did, but he injured it. He injured himself. But the thing is, he doesn't work physically all the time. He works on the computer. That too, I told them last week when I met them both. I say I could come back to work and work inside, doing the first receiving of the customer call, like the customer service call. I could deal with email and give better instruction than the current person doing the job right now, because they fired him and they need to replace him. So they say like, oh, it's not that simple. There's this and that and that and that. So like, I can learn it. It's not an issue. I'm not dumb. I'm a technical engineer. I can learn software. It's not an issue. So they didn't get back to me on this. What they want is me to get back to work, doing my job and killing myself at work. But the problem is, this injury that I have is not something that's going to be easy to fix. It's not a bone that's going to heal within 1 month. It's much more serious. It's way serious than this. It's an injury that could last me for a very, very long time. And yesterday when I went there, I was talking with the director of sales, and him too. He was doing my job before. He was a chair repairman before when he started 20 plus years ago, and for another company. And he agreed with me. He said like, yeah, of course, it's really hard, you know. And he didn't doubt 5 seconds that I enjoy myself seriously. And he said like, for him, he was wondering like when that would happen, because he said like 10 months. You're a tank, you know. You really tough it out very long time. And like he was on my side. And he was more than happy when I told him that I could make a tool to simplify the job, that nobody would hurt themselves anymore. He was very happy with this input of mine. But I'll do that when I get paid. It's such bullshit that I practically have to beg and run after my pay when it's something that's already owed to me. Yeah, seriously, I'm gonna call like my representative there and talk with her, saying that it's causing too much issue. I'm gonna tell her that it's causing me a lot of anxiety, a sleepless night, that they cannot do their job. They cannot do their job properly to deposit my pay and do what it's been asked of them. Just doing their job is their job, basically. It's stupid as hell. That's pretty cool. At this side, you guys go left, right. Just make up your mind. Revise the paper that my friend sent me about the machine. Seriously, like there. Let's try that. Let's see what it's going to give. I have to get in touch with one of my friends. We always go to the Esoteric show every year. That's in Montreal. We usually buy a crystal quartz over there. I have 2 crystal quartz, but they're not double hand terminated. They're just like regular. Usually I watch Rob Dyrdek, Ridiculousness on MTV, and he was preaching how he used a Providence quartz. It's like a little pile of crystal quartz that he keeps in a well-lit place and all in the good conditions, and he always uses it to wants Providence, like he wants good fortune towards him. And I was surprised that he mentioned that. Like the two person that they are with him on his show are not the most open spiritually. Shit, huh? No parking today. I don't understand that some days it's empty, sometimes it's full. I think the parking is full up. And the worst here is like you cannot park in the back, because the back is reserved parking. It's only for the people that have a sticker, like they work here. This line is full, and okay, there's a spot there. Okay, that's pretty good. And a spot there. This street is surprisingly stressful. Well, I don't mean stressful in the sense that for me it's stressful. It's just that people circulating on that street, they don't understand that it's not the end of the world if you wait 5 seconds to let somebody do his move to park himself. Like you're getting here to park yourself parallel, and like they're coming behind you and say like, no, go away. I need to go. Get the fuck out of my way. Dude, I'm parking. Give me 5 seconds to park, and then you'll go in your merry fucking way. And the Eastern Township and the country, it's like this. Country folks are fucking stressed when they're driving. They don't know jack shit about driving, and being courteous and patient and polite. Not a single one of these things. It's like, it's me, 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 and then get the fuck out of my way. And one guy, even one time, one guy told me, like, he yelled at the window, and it's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you if you don't move. It's like, seriously, that's how bad here road rage is. It's like, I don't understand people. If you're in such a rush to go somewhere, just leave earlier. Don't speed up. Don't stress people on the road. Just leave earlier. You're gonna get there alive. One time I had a big argument about this on the internet. This one person was posting on Facebook that their family member died on the road at this place, and how the cross that they put there was trashed and everything. And then I told her that accident that happened was because of that person, your family member, that killed someone else because he was stressed, driving really fast and driving recklessly. So, like, don't come and complain that people are trashing his freaking little cross there, because he killed someone and he killed himself at the same time. So can you imagine? It's like, not only that person killed himself because he didn't know how to drive properly and not be stressed on the road and driving recklessly, but he killed someone else. That is, like, it's the same thing with texting. I'm not even gonna go there. Like, fucking texting. My God. How many times idiots like that almost hit me when I was driving. Anyway, I'm at my clinic right now. I'm gonna go, and I'll catch everyone later. Sorry to rant about shit ass situation like this.